Okay, switching to the usual now. By the way, can you use
What's
your
that?
headphone? Can you use your headphone?
Yeah, I can't, man.
Oh,
I don't know
headphone
why
dead.
it's not connecting.
Alright.
No, it's not dead. It's not connecting. Let me get my AirPod Pro. Hold on.
We live. We live.
Cool. Hey, welcome to a reboot of Plasma Demos. One of the things we heard from a bunch of viewers, they appreciate the demo format, but they also appreciate the new kind of podcast format. And we decided, why not have both? So that's what we're up to. So we're going to host these demos every Monday, like we've always done. And then also we'll sprinkle in a podcast or two every month or so. If you would like to be a part of the podcast as a guest, you can reach out to us on Discord. We have some really cool guests lined up for the next few months. So that should be fun. And if you want to be in that lineup as well, reach out.
Nice, nice.
Anyway, let's get started with the demo, Louis. You have some cool stuff around HMR and teams that you've been working on, and it would be really cool to show that off. So you want to get started with the framework first? What are we up to on the framework? Any cool stuff?
Yeah, the framework has some interesting, oh, yeah. So, one of the problems that people have been reporting is HMR was not working well. And apparently, yeah, the filter for the HMR was not detecting, right, the dependencies of the content script. Actually, we only do a very shallow check, but we don't really check for the dependency. We actually go all the way to the root of the current module and just check, a very kind of we didn't check specific enough to do the live reloading for, and this is basically live reloading for content script as well as a new
So
tab.
what was the kind of thing that happened that was the bug? What were people seeing?
So
What was happening that wasn't good?
what's happening is that, for example, when I have this page, right, and this is a new tab page, and when I add some text, right, when I add something, it doesn't auto reload. It also doesn't HMR. It basically
Okay.
doesn't do anything. I mean, it doesn't auto reload. It doesn't really detect the changes. Yeah, and there are several reasons for this, and one common reason is because the background script died. The background script either die or the background. So in MV3, to do HMR, we have to proxy because MV3 is very strict with content security policy. So the only way to serve content dynamically, which is the basic idea behind HMR, right? Which we are trying to eval some code for the extension, is that you have to serve it through a channel that's allowed by the extension, and the only channel that's allowed is actually the background service worker, which it can actually listen to fetch event and reroute the event to a source that it fetched for. And in our cases, we fetch from our local host kind of HMR server, right? That serve the new script to be eval for the HMR process. And the problem is when the background service die, right? The proxy does not exist, and you would get it basically just 404, right? Input 404, and there's like the background service would just not be able to get any proxy. It cannot proxy the script, and that kill the that basically destroy the HMR experience. There are also cases.
So HMR requires eval. Background service worker is the thing that provides us eval when the background service worker is dead. No more eval, no more HMR, right?
Yeah. Another case is that when, for example, right, when we do kind of so if you have two content script, right, and each of them on a separate tab, then if one content script changes on tab A, right, preferably we only want tab A kind of content script to refresh, right? We don't want the other tab to refresh. So what happened is that when we selectively refresh that way, background script context get invalidated. Actually, all the port get invalidated.
Right, because we're doing a complete reload of the extension.
Yeah, and
so why don't we do location reload on that one tab?
So we do location reload on that one tab, but all the other tab though it doesn't.
So it's the same content script that's on 5 different tabs. Is that the idea?
Well, if the same content script on 5 different tabs.
Got it. So all 5 tabs should do location, not reload then.
Well, yeah, but it's not very nice. If you have 100 tabs, it will be a huge pain in the ass.
But this is what is expected, right?
It is, but I think there's a more interesting way, which is
well, okay, so what's the more interesting way?
Well, even though the background service die, right, the content scripts still have the HMR, still have the WebSocket runtime to listen to change event. So that specific content script of that specific tab, right? If you go to that tab and you change something, it can selectively choose to reload then. Instead of reloading all of them, instead of reloading all the content script that's even in inactive tab. Yeah, and that will lead to a much better experience. We also that's also other thing where I fix like the okay. So let's demonstrate. Let's do a demonstration, right? Yeah, this is a demo, so
sure, that's it.
Might as well. All right, let me open up my Node RPG. So I have an extension here that I'm working. So the name is Node RPG, and actually, so the concept is largely coming from my City Finale. So the idea is that it's a node taking extension. That's also an RPG game. One of the to-do lists, right? On as an extension. Yeah.
It's like Habitica, kind of.
Basically. One of those. All right. So let me start a dev server. I have a lot of stuff running on my machine, huh? I'll say a lot. Alright, running dev server. Let me go to extension and make sure that actually I hope it's actually running now, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go to new tab and see if I can. Right now, let's say welcome traveler. Oh yeah, so okay, so one issue that people have been facing, right, is child component was not washed properly. Child component of a component of an entry page. For example, what people have been reporting is that when they importing a header component, for example, and they change the content inside header component, right? The new tab does not get refreshed. So that's also get handled as well. Or at least I think I have fixed that issue. And the main problem there was just the traversal of dependency. Yeah, I'm making sure that like we accounting for the parent and so on. And also, if the HMR servers die, we just refresh the page. That's like the key thing that we did. All right. So over here, if I add,
Yeah, I saw the try catch, and then in the catch you had like a location that refresh.
Yep. So that's kind of a fallback for anything that for in case it doesn't work. That's kind of the best way to go about it. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm running a lot of stuff.
Definitely. I think like refreshing is better than. What's that?
I'm running a lot of stuff right now, so.
Yeah, I think there's a lag. But anyway, yeah, I was just saying like us refreshing the page, like location that reload, it's not great because like the state gets lost. Like HMR is like a much nicer way to go, but it's better than not refreshing and having something stale and you don't you thought it was actually refreshed and then you bang your head for like 3 hours, right? So it's definitely the right approach.
Okay, so right now, if I just edit this text, right, and I'm not reloading anything at all, should just work. I just remove the something, and if I remove again, something should not be there anymore. And now, if I go inside my header, and I say welcome traveler, hey yo, I'll just say welcome traveler, right? Hey yo, a bit too much. So yep, it catch up onto the try dependency and it auto updating the HMR, the new tab page. This also apply to the pop-up page, right? So that on the pop-up page, we also have the welcome traveler here, and we also have the footer. So on the footer, we have another footer component here. I will say goodbye something hello there. Let's say goodbye. So now HMR should work only for the pop-up and not for the new tab. Well, I mean, of course, that's how it should be. But now, what if I go to plasma.com and we have, so we're actually mounting some component on plasma.com over here. So here we have welcome traveler hello, hey yo, oh, hey. Yeah, this is where, remember last time when I tell you about how even though we have HMR, content script require a manifest refresh, a total refresh, for it to actually get the new kind of content. Yeah. Right now, this thing is still looking at the old version of my header here. So let's say let me just save it again. If I save it again, yep. What?
So if you scroll down, is it still gonna show welcome traveler hey yo?
Oh, it's right here. I'm scrolling down already.
Yeah, I think there's a lag, that's why.
No. I think that it seems that content script does not get a new IAM at all. What the hell? That is a failure. Yeah, because the welcome traveler here and welcome traveler here, they should be the same thing. Because basically on content script, I'm using just the I'm using header over there. I'm using header component. Yeah, so I think I get this problem is not completely fixed yet. Oh wait, what? It doesn't even change.
Live debugging.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Let's just go to Chrome extension and Chrome / let's go to a list extension and refresh it and see what's happening. The weird thing is that it refreshed. No, that's fine. It's the first error. It doesn't matter. The weird thing is that Okay. Okay. If I say it green. Okay, howdy. Wait. It's not even getting the new HMR anymore. What the hell? This is annoying.
Okay, yeah, let's figure that out. I guess for the time being, sort of like we fix HMR, but then there's still also like edge case. It's like complex. It's a complex like system and stuff. So
I test this case when
we'll have to.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, it's something that I guess just needs to have a bit more research, I guess, into it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, maybe we can move on from this. One of the things that would be super awesome is to highlight if you spot any sort of issues or any sort of bugs within our docs, you can actually automatically comment on them now via the Vercel preview commenting feature. Do you want to highlight that a little bit, Lewis?
Yeah. Maybe open a new tab. I need to sign in though.
All right.
Yeah, I have too many things opening right now. Too many things opening. But yeah, there should be now like where is it? A commenting feature now.
Do you have like ad
Yeah,
block or something
right
that's
here.
like making it not appear?
It's right here.
It showed up in your other tab. Okay.
Yeah, so I can review and I can see all the issues. Oh, we have a lot
Yeah.
of people.
So
Nice. We have a lot of people reviewing it. Very nice. Thanks, people.
yeah, a lot of people viewing stuff. Yeah. Thanks for the feedback. We got one about the confusing screenshot. So we'll take a look at that and try to incorporate that feedback. But yeah, like if you're browsing through documentation, like feel free to like just log in. It's your Vercel account, so if you use Vercel for stuff, like you can just log in easily, and then you can easily highlight stuff. So if you want to show like a quick highlight, Lewis, just to see what that looks like, we can see that like just by highlighting some piece, you can automatically have like a comment. And if you install Vercel's screenshot extension, shout out to Vercel for creating a Chrome extension. That's awesome. You can actually also add a screenshot in case you see something that's maybe not aligned right or anything like that. We're mostly looking here for like content type of feedback, but at the same time, if you notice something funky about the layout, you can also comment on that. But it's just a quick way. We have all of this is open source, like our GitHub has all the documentation on there. But one of the things that we found is like going to the GitHub, like figuring out what to say to change, or like typing in an issue that's so far removed from the content itself. And we really wanted to make sure that like we get this experience where you can comment directly on where the content is, and there isn't this big gap between you and the content when you're talking about it. And when we saw this Vercel preview for comments functionality, we were like, this is absolutely perfect for our docs. So we incorporate that in. So that's just another thing to add. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, pretty sweet. Yeah, it's amazing. So many people. There's how many people actually like this comment, are they really looking at the documentation right now? You know.
So it's not right now. It's like people that have logged in and have looked at the documentation and stuff like that.
I see. Nice. All right. Let's go to.
Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff here where we're gonna move a little bit from the framework and go into Itero. And Itero is our extension platform that we're building. We have a lot of good features out already, and soon we'll be out of beta. But for the moment, we're still in beta, and we're working on a lot of awesome features to make it even better. So, Louis, what are we gonna be demoing today?
So one of the features I've been working on a bunch lately is the ability to creating a new team. Oh, the version. Oh yeah, we haven't deployed staging for a while. This is still in the old version. Let me just turn on my dev server actually. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we can use this comparing the current version, that's the staging version, and the version we have, you know, in that we are brewing right now. I'm not sure what I'm running right now, but it's pretty heavy.
Do you want to just do a quick task manager?
I'm pretty sure OBS is taking a lot of it. It's using 10% CPU, so
Okay.
I guess that's yeah. That's. I think a lot. The most of it is actually my Brave page. I have like Firebase and Stripe opening on those pages. Yeah. And that can be those pages can be pretty hefty. Yeah, especially the Stripe page. Stripe is, I think, Stripe is a very large app. Consume a lot of yeah. I think it consume a lot of bandwidth. Oh, what else? There's actually another thing that I think I merged into the framework actually for this version.
Yeah, we have the dot plasma fix on the type.
Yeah, so we removed the .plasma, kind of a TS in the inside TS config, right? So previously there was a thought that if we add that, maybe we might want to do some type checking with that, with the .plasma folder. But as we work with as we improve the framework and as we work around and we learn more about how the bundler that we're using, parser, work, it doesn't really do any type checking at all. It just use SWC, and it and then compile everything. So we found that we can just remove the .plasma folder, and it doesn't do much. Yeah, and if you need to do type checking, you probably
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and if you want to do type checking, you probably just only care about your code anyway. You don't really want to care about the internal injected code. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I think like this is an awesome change, and shout out to Bard for actually kind of like spearheading this change.
yeah, that's a sweet, that's a sweet username.
Huge shout out.
4-letter username.
I know, four-letter username. Really jealous.
No, and
Oh, they're also in London. Nice.
Yeah, 4-letter, and also it means something too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's not just some random like X.
No.
Whatever.
I'm jealous, man.
That's sweet.
Yeah. And then, a small little refactor. I learned a syntax. I recently, man, it took me so long to finally found that syntax actually. So I found this syntax first when I worked with C# and Dart, in which, so this is I'm just gonna go straight to the PR. We'll talk about it. So there's a syntax when you work with constructor, right? You know, like how when you deal with creating using classes, right? When you have classes and you have to assigning variable in the constructor, right? And you have to and normally traditionally you have to use a bunch of this dot stuff equal to the stuff you're passing in, right? Which is very annoying. It's very verbose and very annoying. And so the first time that I was introduced to a less verbal syntax of this was in C#, where in the constructor you would do something somewhat like this. In a constructor, you declare your field, right in the constructor, and then it understand, okay, this is a field, so I'll throw that as a field. You don't have to declare it, basically. right? It took me a while to, I, okay, I wasn't aware that this is actually the way you do it in TypeScript because well, the public keyword and the private keyword only happen in TypeScript, right? Stuff like that. So, I was trying to find the syntax for this for a while because I was always assuming class. It's kind of a TypeScript doesn't do much with class. But now I found it. So, yeah.
I have no comment on this because I refuse to even read object-oriented program code. So yeah. So to the audience, feel free. I'm not going to comment. If you have any questions, send it directly to Louis. Don't even mention it on the Discord. Thank you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
This dot plasma manifest equals plasma manifest. This dot XYZ equals XYZ.
Yep.
Oh my god.
All the verboseness. Well, it's gone now. So now you can just you simply declare the field and it's good to go. It's actually not bad. I mean.
Yeah, but Louis, one of the things I'm curious about is where is our entity singleton factory bean plasma manifest entity factory singleton. Where is that data type, man? We need that. We need that object. It's very important. We need a bean factory. By the way, do you want to hear a piece of trivia about Java?
What's up?
So, do you know the company Jagex?
Jagex? I'm familiar, but
they make like RuneScape and a bunch of other games.
Yeah.
And all those games were written in Java back in the day.
Yeah.
So Jagex stands for Java Gaming Expert.
I see.
Yeah, fun piece of trivia. So.
Hey, so is this reject? Is this an expert expression? I guess it's a regular expression, right?
A regular expression, yeah. Regular expert. I'm an expert, but I'm also regular. I'm a regular expert.
Yeah, not bad at all for whatever title you want. The second time that I've seen the syntax actually in Dart with Flutter.
Oh, I just.
So, yeah, finally found it on TypeScript, and so if we ever need any of that, make the code much easier to figure out.
Another piece of trivia around transferring over from Java into something more modern like JavaScript. So back in the day, PayPal or eBay, I don't remember which one, was all Java, and it was gross. So they wanted to introduce something like, basically you can think of it like Dart, but it wasn't Dart. It was like a PayPal specific thing, and it was just horrendous. So what they ended up doing is they hired this one guy, or he was already there. I don't remember exactly the story. And he basically converted the entire engineering org to use Node.js, which was like probably a monumental task. So they transferred completely from Java to Node.js. This was around like, I think I would say like 2013 or 2014. But yeah, I got a chance to talk to him back then, and it was really amazing, and it helped me a lot in my career. So that's why I know about that story. But one time I talked to him, and I asked him like, was it kind of like Dart, the old model? And he was like, it was nothing close to elegant of Dart. And I was laughing so hard. But yeah, a lot of these companies that do stuff in Java, they inevitably start like making their own weird pseudo languages just to deal with Java's weird verbose syntax, which is really, really funny to me. I think Jagex is similar. They had their own like programming language that they wrote. And I think a lot of companies nowadays, they use Scala, right? But yeah.
I think TypeScript is one of the symptoms, right? The limited language spawn a new language.
Yeah, exactly.
The TypeScript, in a sense, is one of those languages. By the way, taking a while to, apparently, so yeah, we are also revamping our front page, and so on the front page repo, one of the dependency was mistakenly removed. So that's why we're seeing this right now. All right.
Dang, toaster go burr. Louis, your laptop is dying, man.
Is it?
Yeah. Why is it so slow? just for everyone watching, like this is not how our um, page is. I think OBS is just making Lewis's OBS is the streaming software used, making Lewis's computer really, 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 really slow.
Let me log out and use one of the other team here, the other feature. Yeah, I think that they're using a lot of CPU or something. Maybe the CPU on this machine is dead. You know, which is crazy. It has 32 gig for CPU. But again, that's not enough for streaming. You probably need GPU for streaming.
No, you're talking about you're talking about RAM, right? A CPU.
Yeah, RAM. Yeah, CPU. Yeah. All right, here we have an account that has 15. So this account has a 15 more extension, and they can create a team and they can join a team. And you can invite.
Yeah, so let's take a step back. Like I think we got so excited to see it. So the idea here is like we have this extension platform. People can test their extensions and do really cool stuff here. But we never had a team feature. When we had people using this, it was sort of like, well, I want to use it with my team, but how do we do that? Do we need to share accounts? Like it's kind of weird. So we decided, you know what, it's time. Let's build this team feature. So that's kind of what Lewis you're showing here, right?
Yeah, precisely. So you can just create a team. Oh yeah, it's very slow. Oh lower. Oh man, I think I need to shut down this laptop after this. Yeah. Anyway, you can create a team. You can name it whatever. If you name it something that already taken, it will tell you. So for example, this person has a 0112 team. So 0112. If you try to recreate again, it's not available. So pick a new team, right? And yeah. Oh, this is wrong. It should be 6 to 32 letter. Yeah, because if you do team/team, yep, it has 6 to 32. So that's wrong. So something to fix. But yeah, you say IoT.
Ohio. What? Okay.
IoT. All right, team is available. Yeah, and then because this person has only 5 seats per team, so including himself, he can invite 4 more users into the team. So let's say it's kind of annoying. I want to copy that username, but I can't. Yeah. Oh, actually I can. Here we go. I do have that email on this page. No. Okay, I'll just add that. So you can add a list of users, right? And so on. Now this is easier. Now I get to copy. You can also change them from being an admin to a viewer or just a member. Yeah, for those who are undecided. And then proceed. And team be created, and you get redirected to your team. We also do a bunch of cool stuff like basically right now you're on the team scope, right? So the next time when you go back to the web app, right? So let's say I just go back to itero.plasma.com, right? Here I'm just going with localhost. Because previously I was in that team scope, the app will know to redirect me back to the team that I was on previously. You will always go back to the most recent team that you were on. Wait, what? Man, I was excited to show that, but it doesn't work. I tested 3 times though. What the hell? That's so annoying.
Yeah, that's the issue, Lewis. You made the critical mistake. You tested 4 times.
I guess so.
Yeah. Next time Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this actually. Let's see if I just swap to the team manually, using that toggle. So let's see if the cookie is set properly this time. No. Oh, never mind. Well, guess we have more work to do.
Yeah.
That's annoying. I thought I already fixed that issue, but right now.
I think that's one of the kind of nice to haves, right? It's not like it's a breaking change. It's kind of like
I mean, if otherwise you click on this workspace switcher and you can go to that team, right? Oh, notice that right now, right? So remember last time, Stefan, so I was talking about how previously, right, when you swap to a new team, right, the whole page has to refresh and so on. But like now, because we're using the layout, we're using a single layout for the app. So even if you swap to the personal account, the same layout still applies. So it only change whatever is inside here.
That's awesome. We don't have to refetch everything around, right?
Yeah, yeah. Even the join team as well. So everything here is just it's just the route is changing already, but we're using the same layout. So the header and everything stay the same. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Also because
It just makes things a lot more seamless and like fast, right?
Yeah, I'm on local, so it's very slow because my server,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of CPU load on my end, but yeah, on production should be pretty fast.
That's awesome. Cool, man. When should people that are currently using Itero be expecting this team feature to land?
I really hope to land this by end this week, man.
Awesome. Cool. Well, hey, if you're an Itero customer and you're seeing this, or maybe you want to onboard and sign up, by the end of this week, we'll have this team feature set up for you, and you can try it out.
Yes, sir.
Awesome stuff. Cool. All right, Louis, anything else we want to add to the people out there?
I think we're good, man. I think we even go with time, right? How long have we been streaming?
We did, yeah, but it's all good. I think probably like 30 or 40 minutes now.
48 minutes.
Nice. Cool. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. Looking forward to doing more of these demos, and look for our podcast episode that's coming out maybe in a couple weeks. If you're not already on our Discord, join our Discord. That is plasma.com/s/d for Discord. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We talk on there all the time. Have a great community there, so definitely check that out. If you want Itero, either wait for us to launch it, or if you want beta access, you can sign up for the waitlist. It's on our website, and that's pretty much it. Cool. Sounds good. Louis, it was great demoing with you. You have a question? Please.
No. I'm good. I'm good to go.
Oh, I thought you said question. I was like, oh man, I'm excited. The stream's not over yet.
Wait.
Awesome. Anyway, all right. Okay, you said wait.
Well, I mean, you were excited for a question, right? So now
What was the question, man?
Now I'm thinking about a question. But I don't really have a question, to be honest, at the moment.
Well, how about this? Save the question, and we can talk about it at the beginning of next stream.
Sounds good. All right. Have fun.
Cool. All right. Take care, folks. Bye bye.
Bye bye.